Solution number 4 to making sure your relationship stands the test of time is one of the more difficult skills. So far, I think that a lot of the skills we've introduced you can do, but this one is going to take some work. It's taking some work for me right now because I'm so used to not doing it. But it's basically called hearing the conflict versus fighting it. And this is where you get into a discussion and you start fighting because your partner doesn't agree with you, or they bring up some unmet need, and you start the discussion of going round and round, and you find yourself either being defensive or for some strange reason trying to win the argument. How can you win an argument with yourself? Remember, you and your partner are one. You're on the same team. That's like the offense and the defense of a football team fighting each other. That doesn't make any sense. You just look ridiculous to the outside world. You look ridiculous to your neighbors. You look ridiculous to your kids and to your friends. If you ever see two couples argue, no one ever takes someone's side. Well, typically women take the woman's side, but typically men just try and stay out of it and say, man, y'all need to work that out. And a lot of smart couples that try to support other couples say, y'all work that out. I'm not going to take sides. And parents shouldn't take sides. Matter of fact, just a quick aside, you really should not pick up the phone and tell your friends and family about what your partner is doing wrong, because chances are you're going to make up, but then your family is going to be loyal to you. And when you split, you're forcing them to take a side, which causes major problems in your relationship. Listen, keep that stuff to yourself. Talk to a counselor, or if you are going to need support in your family, present both sides of the argument. Present as one, as a team, and saying, hey, we're struggling. This is what we're hurting. This is where we need help. So here's what you need to do. Try to focus on hearing what the conflict is all about. When your partner is talking, focus on what they're saying and try to understand it versus fighting it. This is something that relationship masters do well. And it takes time and energy, and when both of you are doing it, and it's really about mindset. I'm trying to hear what the conflict is about versus fighting. We're going to get along a lot better. And see, remember, if you do those earlier tips like bringing it up soft and cultural appreciation and taking responsibility for the relationship and not having the four horsemen, chances are I'm going to be able to hear what you have to say, long as I stay calm, because I really want to hear. So let me get this right. What you don't feel like I'm courting you the same way as before, and what you need me to do is to stick with the schedule because I'm making you feel unloved. See, I don't want to make you feel unloved. I mean, you're my baby. You're my sweetheart. You're my queen. If I listen to hear the conflict, then we can resolve it a lot faster than if I'm fighting the conflict. Just kind of roll with it. Does that make sense? Now, I know it's a difficult skill to develop, but you can do it. And I think both of you all should sit down and say, babe, let's try and focus on hearing the conflict. And that means that when you're talking, you're silent. You're not interrupting. You're not interjecting. You're just repeating back what you heard them say. So what I hear you saying is that you feel, sad and unloved because I'm not dating you the same way. Okay, when I hear your needs and you express them as feelings, now remember, you have to talk in I feel statements, not I think statements. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Because when we hear that, immediately our visceral reaction is to say, I think I shouldn't. I think you don't need to tell me what to do. Focus on what you feel. And this is very important for men and women. Say what you feel and what you need. Don't go into a 20-minute speech about why you're not getting your needs. And no one's going to listen to it. No one's going to hear that conflict. Just simply state how you feel. Baby, I feel, unappreciated when you don't say thank you when I take in your car and get the tires rotated and oil replaced. I just need you to say thank you. State your feelings and what you need. Simple. Okay? So hear the conflict, don't fight it.